Say good morning, Heidi. Say it's very cold, so Heidi needs her sweater before we go on our walk. Guess who had her birthday this weekend? See, I'm 11 years old. I'm 11 years young. Might be cold, but it's pretty today. Good morning. Welcome back. I thought that I would have enough time to work out, take Heidi out, eat breakfast, and shower and do my makeup before I needed to go pick up groceries at Kroger. I did not have enough time. So, pardon the bare face, but I'm on my way to go get groceries. Like usual, with these videos I've been making for Vlogmas, I'm going to show you my grocery haul for all the dinners and groceries I got for us for the week, all gluten-free, dairy-free. And then today we are making peppermint bark, classic little Christmas treat. So we're gonna go get groceries. Honestly, when I get back, I'm gonna put all the groceries away, shower, do my makeup, and then I'll show you everything. So here we go. All right, much better. I'm feeling very refreshed. Feel so much better. So I'm gonna go through the groceries, and this week on our menu essentially is Instant Pot nachos. We've been loving those recently, so we're doing Instant Pot nachos. I'm trying a new recipe of like, not pulled pork, but like pulled chuck roast, because I got some chuck roast, and it's like Instant Pot chuck roast, so you cook the chuck roast in the Instant Pot and like season it in a certain way, and then you like shred it. So we're gonna do tacos with that chuck roast. So that's one thing, is like tacos with the chuck roast. And then what else did I get? I'm like looking at my food being like, what else did I get for meals? Oh, spaghetti and broccoli. So spaghetti with a side of broccoli, Instant Pot nachos, chuck roast, beef tacos. Oh, and then pizza, frozen pizza. So anyways, I'll show you what I got. I got this 3-pack of beef, 2 pounds for spaghetti. I'm doing a really big like spaghetti sauce with thick ground beef in it. So 2 pounds for spaghetti sauce, 1 pound for our Instant Pot nachos. And then like I mentioned, I got the chuck roast. So I got this big thing to cook in the Instant Pot. So we're gonna cook that and then shred it up for tacos, and I'll see how that is. If it's good, I'll share it in a recipe video. I got broccoli. I got 2 heads of broccoli to go with the spaghetti as our side. And then I got some Kettle and Fire beef bone broth for the chuck roast as well. And then I got some homemade Rouse marinara sauce for spaghetti. I got some Jovial gluten-free spaghetti noodles. I love these. So these are the ones I normally use whenever we're doing spaghetti for a gluten-free option. I got some more chicken broth for Instant Pot nachos, and then I got 2 cans of black beans for the Instant Pot nachos. I got some of these Simple Truth organic yellow corn taco shells for the like beef chuck roast tacos. 2 bags of the Late July chips for nachos. I got 2 avocados and some lime to make some guacamole for nachos. I got some garlic, I got an onion, and then I got 3 russet potatoes. So I used to do like my own homemade hash browns in college when I had lots of time in the morning. So I got 3 russet potatoes because this past week I needed to use up some potatoes, and I was like, you know what, let me make my own hash browns. So those have been really good. So I got 3 potatoes to do either like chopped up little cubed hash browns, or I've also done it where you get like a cheese grater and you grate the potato and you make like the shredded hash browns kind of. Both are so good to make like your own fresh homemade potatoes. And then I'll make all of them, and then it'll like last me throughout the week. So I don't like make fresh hash browns every morning, but if I have a day where I've got more time to like meal prep that a little bit, then I will make all of them and then keep them in the fridge for the week. Got some Cocoa June yogurt, of course. I have some oats that I also really want to turn into like homemade granola to put in my oatmeal, so I need to do that. But I got some Applegate pepperoni for my pizza. I still have like one pizza crust from my Cauliflower pizza crust brand, so I already have that. So I just needed some pepperoni because I'm out of pepperoni. And then I got two different things of like homemade pico for both the nachos and the Instant Pot tacos. Chuck roast tacos. I don't know what to call them. I've never made them before, but it's not like they're ground beef tacos. They're like chuck roast shredded tacos. And then we got some eggs. Okay, and then last thing that we're about to get ready to make, actually I'll probably eat a little bit of lunch first and then make the peppermint bark, but you will need semi-sweet chocolate chips and white chocolate chips. As always, I use the Enjoy Life brand that are free from the top 14 allergens. So I use these, so the white chocolate chips and the semi-sweet chocolate chips. And then you also need some peppermint extract, and then you also need peppermint to crush up for the peppermint bark. So I've actually never made peppermint bark, like I've said before, but I feel like everyone makes it for Christmas. I feel like it's like such a staple, but I've never made it. And so I'm excited to turn it into a gluten-free, dairy-free option because I can never eat it. So I'm gonna eat some lunch real fast, and then we will make our peppermint bark. Okay, it is time to make some classic peppermint bark, gluten-free, dairy-free. So I have looked up a handful of different recipes on Pinterest, and I feel like they all kind of vary. I feel like some recipes do equal parts of chocolate, so they'll do like 10 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate and 10 ounces of like the white chocolate, or some people do like a cup and a half of semi-sweet and only half a cup of white chocolate. But all the recipes across the board were pretty solid on only doing half a teaspoon of peppermint extract. So I'm for sure only gonna do half a teaspoon of the peppermint extract. And I have heard that if you overdo the extract, it's just no good, like it's too much. The only thing is that with all these recipes, similar to what you saw when I made like the chocolate covered pretzel bark, I don't really want to have a ton of stuff left over. So I think I'm going to do equal parts semi-sweet chocolate and white chocolate. So I want to use both bags. Like I want to go ahead and use up both bags. And I want to say that one bag ends up being about a cup and a half for like the semi-sweet. So I'll still measure it, but I'm thinking I'll do equal parts. What we're going to do is melt the semi-sweet chocolate first. And then I am going to line my little platter with some parchment paper. And we're going to melt the semi-sweet chocolate first and do a layer of the semi-sweet. And then we have to let that cool first before we do the white chocolate and pour the white chocolate on top of the semi-sweet. And we're also going to mix in the peppermint extract with the white chocolate in particular. So semi-sweet chocolate, you don't do anything to, you just melt it and pour it on your pan. The white chocolate will mix in half a teaspoon of the peppermint extract. And then as far as how much candy cane or like crushed candy cane you use, that also varied a lot recipe to recipe. Some people do like only a couple tablespoons, some people did like a cup or a half a cup. So I think I'm just gonna eyeball it, just kind of what looks even, because I'm basically pulling this recipe from multiple Pinterest recipes, just kind of what I've been reading. So I'll link a couple in the description box if you want to follow something like perfectly. There's one that I'm going to link. Let's go ahead and do it. I feel so festive making a very classic chocolate peppermint bark. So I'm very excited for this one, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, so I ended up putting the semi-sweet chocolate layer in the freezer for 13 minutes. And you might have been able to see that I think there were like a couple little spots that maybe weren't completely hardened up by the time I poured on the hot white chocolate. So maybe do more like 15 minutes in the freezer to let that layer completely cool. But that's what I did. I used both full bags of the chocolate, and then I did the half teaspoon of the peppermint extract into the white chocolate like you saw. And then I only did about a tablespoon of the crushed up peppermint. So I'm gonna let this cool in the freezer again for probably I might do another 15 minutes just to make sure that both layers are completely hard before I like crunch it up. So it's in the freezer right now, and then I'm gonna go ahead and set a timer for 15 minutes. Okay, I feel like it turned out really well. I've already sampled some of it, and I feel like it tastes really good. So I feel good about the ratio of everything. I feel like the middle part still could have used maybe like a little bit of extra time to harden up. I ended up leaving it in the freezer for 20 minutes. So once like the white chocolate and peppermint and all of that was added and it was complete, I told y'all I would stick it in there for 15 minutes. I ended up doing 20. And even then, I still feel like the very middle could still use some extra time. So I might even, like it's still thick, like nothing's gooey, but you could tell that the middle part didn't snap apart. It kind of like folded apart, the middle section, whereas like the outside part would like crunch apart when I tried to break it. But it tastes yummy. Who doesn't love chocolate? You know? Yeah, I think I might stick this in the freezer for a little bit longer. Okay, final looks. I did stick this back in the freezer for a little bit just to make sure they really hardened up, like the center part that was a little bit softer. But Ryan's already been snacking on it. And so have I, and it's very yummy. I will link the recipe that I was kind of going off of down below. So I hope you get to try this out this Christmas season. I feel like this is my most festive dish that I've made so far. So I hope you enjoy it. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And if you enjoy these types of videos that have all the recipes in them, please like this video. And then subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you in my next video. Bye. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging.